Hey guys, so actually wasn't even going to record this week. I've been extremely inconsistent and busy, but I figured I should commit to something, so I'm just going to continue the series. And I apologize for not posting on Wednesday last week. Like I said, it's been crazy. So yeah, okay, anyways, now we're going to be talking about Leo. So this one is going to be kind of interesting for me because obviously my sun sign is in Leo. I'm just disclaiming that now, so when you hear anything negative, you take it with a grain of salt or you don't take it too personally. 3 astrological facts about Leo. First fact is that they are ruled by the sun. Second fact is that they rule over the 5th house, which is marriage and family and children. And then third fact is their symbol is kind of like the lion, because they're supposed to be kind of like the king or the queen of the jungle. They kind of rule over everyone. And they have this very regal sense about them, aura about them. And yeah, 3 astrological facts. And then 3 pros. Okay, so first pro about Leo. They can make anything exciting and anything feel very sincere and warm, and they kind of radiate the sense of love without even meaning to. They can apply this very strong amount of emotion to anything around them, and I think that's always really positive because they are kind of the most sunny friend, which is funny because they're ruled by the sun. And yeah, they can literally make anything better, and they always have the best advice. And then second Leo pro is that they are really open-minded. You don't really see a Leo that's too judgmental. I feel like all Leos try to be very open-minded. There's kind of like this very accepting aura about them. I feel like because they are kind of the king or the queen of the jungle, they're good at delegating, so they're good at understanding people. Also, their sister sign is Aquarius, so their sister sign is like the humanitarian of the zodiac, so I feel like they also can gauge and understand people very well without even trying. I feel like they just can read people very well, and they know how to speak to all types of people. And then third pro about Leo is that they are extremely determined. Rarely do you ever see a Leo that isn't determined to do something in their life. They're go-getters and achievers, and they're not very, they procrastinate, don't get me wrong, they can be lazy, but they are more likely to go above and beyond, and when they set their sights on something, it's very hard to convince them not to do whatever it is that they want to do. And yeah, okay, and then 3 cons about Leo. It's gonna be long. So the first con about Leo is that they are their own worst enemy. They are the most critical about themselves, so they are hypersensitive and hyper aware of everything that's going on around them at all times. They are so good at reading people, but they can sometimes sabotage by reading into things that aren't always there in order to protect themselves. They're also extremely defensive, so they can take things negatively very easily without really even being rational about it. I feel like if someone says something to them and I feel like they're more likely to just be very defensive versus take things objectively, because they're so kind of unintentionally putting themselves very stuck in their own perspective. It's hard to get them outside of their head sometimes. And then second con, or third con, is this the second or third con? I don't know. Second con about Leo is that they can kind of be a people pleaser. Like, they're so good at speaking to people and they know what people like to hear, so they have a bad habit of kind of telling people what they want to hear, and this can make them disingenuous, and it can make their character look kind of wishy-washy or phony. So I feel like it's really important for them to not make a habit of telling people what they want to hear just because it's going to be easier for them. I feel like they need to, because Leos typically aren't afraid to hold back their tongue when they're offended, so I feel like they just need to remember this and realize this. And then third con about Leo is that they're very stubborn, and I feel like they set their sights so high, and it's kind of like they give themselves tunnel vision. They have a hard time being able to focus on anything other than the thing that's right in front of them or that they're setting their sights towards. And I feel like when they can take a step back and look at the bigger picture, it's typically when they do a lot better. But yeah, so this kind of sabotages them in a way because they get too narrow-minded, and then they don't really allow any room for criticism or any room for anyone else's input because of this. Alright, I guess that completes this video. This video is probably the shortest video so far in my series, which I am sorry about because I don't know why I would make my sign the shortest, but I feel like, I don't know, I guess it just came really easily for me. Maybe in the other videos I had to like think more about what I was gonna say. But yeah, overall that completes this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and comment below, let me know what you think. Let me know if this is accurate. Maybe let me know why it isn't accurate if it isn't, and I'll see you in my next video.